Morning, guys. So good morning and welcome back, guys. So today we started, we restarted offline training in Amirpet, guys. So after Diwali break, okay, just for information. And before others join, so let us have a quick assessment, guys. So from tomorrow onwards, I will be, in the first 5-10 minutes, in the first 5 minutes, I will be giving a walkthrough of the openings, current openings, guys. Okay. So I had just now refreshed my or updated my Naukri profile. So I'll start receiving Naukri alerts from tomorrow. So from tomorrow in the first 5 minutes, I will be going through the current openings. All right. And did I upload, all the recorded sessions, of your batch? Hmm? Let me check that. So this is your playlist. Let me go to the playlist URL first. So this is your playlist URL, which is having 9 videos currently, 9 recorded sessions currently. Which one is missing, Praveen? 23, 20, okay. I think they are not in a proper order, right? Let me reorder them. Rearrange them in a proper order. Okay. So I think all the sessions are in order, and this is the batch tracker sheet. So I will check that, and I'll upload any missing sessions. But this is the playlist URL for your batch. Okay. So I'll share it. I'll share it once in the WhatsApp group. We have a separate WhatsApp group for this batch, right? So those who paid fees and confirm their joining, please make sure that you are added to your batch WhatsApp group. And we are also, our students are eligible for Metro Students Pass, guys. For that, you need to get the application form signed and stamped by us. Okay. You need to get a form signed and stamped by us. Clear, guys? You need to submit this in the submit metro session. Yes. 28th. Let me check. No, 28th missing. I'll upload. 28 is already there. Already there. No, unlisted lo unnadi chodu. Unlisted. Isn't it available for you? నేను చూపించట్లేదు అది. Okay. Okay, those who paid fees and confirm their joining, guys, please make sure that you are added to the WhatsApp group and Google Classroom. So, yeah. So this is the WhatsApp group for this batch, guys. Okay. So this is the WhatsApp group for this batch, October 2024 fast track batch. Why I'm saying it as fast track batches, you can join for both LoadRunner and JMeter together. And from, initial, the first 10 sessions will be on performance testing fundamentals. Okay. So, from this weekend, I will be starting, I will complete performance testing fundamentals and I will be starting JMeter in this batch in the same timings. This Saturday, I will be giving you week 1 assessment. For online participants, you will get an online test. For offline participants, you will have a written test. Yes. I'll give you a printout copy, the question paper. So you need to fill it, there will be a written test for offline participants. For online participants, I will give an online test, right? So please ping me your Gmail ID if you haven't shared to me before. So I'll give this, this test on, Friday or Saturday. Okay, because offline participants also, they need to have written test, right? Mostly, if we complete by that time, by Thursday, so I'll give the online test on Friday. Clear, guys? And also we are planning free aptitude training and soft skills training for offline participants every Saturday. Right? So there will be free aptitude training and soft skills training for offline participants every Saturday. Or we'll plan it like alternate days. If you are we'll discuss with the trainer and we'll finalize that. Right? Any queries, guys? I'll take a pause here. Any queries? And this is your WhatsApp group for this batch. This is Google Classroom for this batch where I will be giving the assignments. Okay, I did not add few people who already confirmed their joining. I'll add them now. 1 second. Okay, so this is batch tracker sheet. As you see here, I named it as here. This is batch tracker sheet. Performance testing concepts are started on 25th October. And 26th, 28th, I had explained performance test types. And 28th and 29th. And importance of performance testing is discussed on 30th. So request response cycle covered on 1st November. Okay. So this is all theory part till now. And JMeter, it will take at least 1 week to start JMeter. Maybe I'll be starting JMeter from next Monday onwards. There are few more fundamental concepts that I need to complete. So then I will be starting JMeter from next Monday. So if you anyone want to join, continue in this batch. So you need to go through those, the previous recorded sessions. Okay. So I'll share this playlist URL. This is the playlist URL. I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so please, see, recording is in progress, right? So if you click on that playlist URL, right? If you click on the link, you will get access to all the recorded sessions related to this batch.
Okay.
Clear or any queries?
Okay, got it.
And all these sessions are only 45 minutes and 40 minutes only. So because, we are still allowing live demo, people for live demo. So these sessions will be 40 to 45 minutes only. But once I start JMeter, I will take 1 to 1.5 hour session minimum.
Okay.
So in the last session, we discussed about a request response cycle, right? HTTP request response cycle. So before I go into that, so can you explain, Gracie, can you explain what is the request response cycle? So what exactly is this request response cycle? As a request response cycle and ఏంటి? Santosh?
When we are opening any hello,
Yeah, please go ahead.
and yeah, Pawan. Yeah. When we are opening any application, for example, kind of Amazon, at what time it's opening? Kind of in a span of a 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Is there any delay in that response?
No, that is response time, right? How much time it is taking
Yeah.
to load the page is response time. So I am asking what is request response cycle? What is meant by request response cycle? Guys, I am uploading in I am searching proper video, proper images for each concept and I am uploading that as well. And it takes me a lot of time to do this, right? So if you see this recorded session, so, did you observe that thumbnail? Are you seeing that thumbnail? Huh? So did you observe the thumbnail, guys? Or let me go to your WhatsApp group. So if you see this thumbnail, right? So I'm showing you like, no, see, this is request response cycle session. And if you see the image, right? So client is sending a request to the server and server is sending some response, right? And all this happens on a TCP connection. Now, what is meant by request response cycle? Once you send a request from browser to server, right? So from the moment you send request from browser to server till you receive the response. So what happens in between? That is called as request response cycle, right? Santosh, whatever you are telling is the definition of response time. Understood the
Understood.
difference, Request response cycle means what is happening, what happens from the moment you send a request from browser till you receive a response. మనం బ్రౌజర్ లో రిక్వెస్ట్ పంపించిన దగ్గర నుంచి రెస్పాన్స్ వచ్చేంత వరకు ఏం జరుగుతుంది, వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ బిహైండ్ ద బ్రౌజర్. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as రిక్వెస్ట్ రెస్పాన్స్ సైకిల్, right? So what is meant by request response cycle? What happens from the, so you know what is a request and what is a response, everyone, right? So you are opening a browser and you are sending a request to server. Suppose you type amazon.in, you are sending a https request to the server, right? Yes, please, please pay your attention. So I'll be asking questions for the first 5 to 10 minutes, as this batch is having non-computers background guys, even from computers background also. So those who are not good in computers, so I'll be like I'm completely changing the strategy for this batch. Okay, we'll be starting with this basic application called web2s. Previously I used to cover this but for 3 to 4 batches I am not covering this web2s application. But again, for this batch I want to cover this because this will be easy for everyone to understand. Okay, and we'll have must and should, we'll have the first 5 to 10 minutes we'll have assessment, right? And every day I'll be giving a walkthrough of the openings, current openings, in the first 5 to 10 minutes. First assessment and then openings, current job openings. And then again, we are planning, we are planning free aptitude training and soft skills training also for offline participants from this batch. Previously also we did that. We provided soft skills training previously, but we added this aptitude training also from this batch onwards. Because when you fill the inquiry form, you might have seen, right? So when we ask some aptitude questions, some of you are struggling to answer those aptitude questions, particularly for freshers and even for experienced guys also. Some companies conduct aptitude test. Okay, for example, Global Logic, High Radius, and Publicis Sapient. So there are a lot of other companies which conduct aptitude test as a first round. Okay, so you cannot say that so freshers it is mandatory. Aptitude test is mandatory in most of the companies for freshers. For experienced guys also, there are some companies which conduct aptitude test. And aptitude test, you don't require any additional training for that. We'll ask simple percentage questions in that. I'll explain you percentage questions are profit and loss questions, etc. Okay, those are enough for you. And we'll be applying that in the performance testing reports. Actually, when you are preparing performance testing report, we need to calculate those percentage calculations. We need to be comfortable with those percentage calculations. So that is why companies ask aptitude questions test. Okay, even in interviews also, some interviews ask this aptitude questions. So you cannot escape that. There is no escape from that. Clear, guys? So we will be starting that aptitude training from this weekend, guys. From this Saturday, I will be starting this free aptitude training and soft skills training. Soft skills training will start from next weekend. This weekend, I will start free aptitude training. Clear, guys? Any queries?
No, thank you.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so let's proceed then. So we are done with this slide. So please, those who missed the previous sessions, please go through the recorded sessions, guys. Okay, and if you have any queries, please note it down. Please prepare a short notes also when you are going through the recorded session. Please go prepare a short notes on the important points. All right. So from tomorrow onwards, you will see how many openings are there in performance testing for 3 years, 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. I'll give you a walkthrough of the openings from tomorrow onwards, because just now I had updated my profile, and I created, see, my profile in the sense I did not keep my actual experience. Understood, guys? So I kept 3 years experience profile with our consultancy name, with your experience. Most of you will be going through 3+ years experience, right? You will be trying with 3 years experience, and you will be keeping 5 lakhs package. Most of you 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs. Away details pette, I created one profile for myself, or one dummy profile to know the openings. Okay. And I kept 15 days or less notice period. So that, from tomorrow onwards, I'll be getting current openings regularly. Right? All right then. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay. Please go through the yesterday's session, guys. This is very important concept. Request response cycle is very important. And these fundamentals concepts, will be helpful for if you are clear on this, or if you are strong in performance testing fundamentals, scripting will be easy for you. Scripting will be, once we start scripting, it will be a cakewalk for you. మీ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో చెప్పాలంటే స్క్రిప్టింగ్ ప్యాక్ ఆడేయచ్చు. ఓకే, ఈ ఫండమెంటల్స్ స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉంటాయి. క్లియర్ గైస్? రైట్. Next. So now, if you remember, what are the steps in that request response cycle? So first, browser will extract the protocol, server name, resource path, and query string, and then it will resolve the IP address of the server, and then it will establish a TCP connection, right? It will establish a TCP connection that is called as TCP handshake. You remember OSI model? If any one of you are from computers background, right? Explore that OSI model also once. Read that OSI model once. Okay, if you are interested, not mandatory, but if you are interested to learn, in depth, go through that OSI model recorded sessions also once. Okay. And then once your browser establishes a TCP connection, it will send a HTTP request or HTTPS request. HTTP or HTTPS. Okay. And that request can be get or post or put or delete patch. There are now, what are these get, post, put, delete, patch? These are the different request methods or request types. Okay. This is your class notes documents, guys, by the way. I think I already opened it. Sorry. So let me write it down. It will send your browser will, the user or browser sends a request, HTTPS request to the server. And the requests are of, there are multiple types. Important ones are get, post, put. I'll give you with examples. I'll explain with examples, then you will understand. Okay, if you understand those examples, you will not forget those. These are the 5 important request methods or request types. Okay, these are 5 HTTP request methods. What are those? There are 5 important ones. There are a couple of other request methods also, but these are the 5 important HTTP request methods. What are those? Get, post, put, delete, patch. Now let us discuss one by one. What is get, what is post, what is put, what is delete, and patch. Right? So first let me explain get method. Right? So HTTP request method, get method. And please remember, the first week assessment will be on these concepts, on whatever concepts we discussed in this week. The concepts that we discussed from today are important for week 1 assessment. All right. Now, what is get method? So get method is used. I'll use some simple example to understand that. Okay. I'll give some simple example to understand that. I have one sample application running on my machine, one demo application. I installed one demo application called WebTours. Okay. This is a travel application. What is demo? WebTours means that is a travel application. Now I am sending a request to that application. Localhost colon 1080. So this is the application URL, right? This is the application URL. Localhost 1080 webtours index.htm. Now what is WebTours? WebTours is a travel application. Okay. WebTours is a travel application where you can book the tickets, and it is a demo application. It is a not real-time application. That is a demo application. Right? Now, when you type this URL, when you enter this URL, right? See, observe this URL. What is meant by localhost? We already discussed in fundamental sessions, computer fundamentals. What is meant by localhost? What is meant by localhost? Localhost means your computer. Here in my case, localhost means my computer, this laptop. Okay. Localhost is the default name of your laptop, our laptop, or else. Localhost is the, did I write it or did we discuss this or notice? Huh? We already discussed this. Okay. Okay. Sorry. We did not discuss that. Yeah. So let me write it down here. What is meant by localhost? Localhost means default name of our computer. Okay. And by default, your system will have some IP address also. By default, you have some IP address. What is IP address, by the way? What is meant by IP address? Unique address or unique number assigned to any computer connected to internet. Any computer connected to internet. Clear, guys? That is what IP address means. And now what is so now suppose your computer is not connected to the internet, right? See, this IP address will be assigned only when you connect to internet. But before connecting to internet, you will have some default IP address of a computer, and that one is 127.0.0.1. That is zero only. Zero is read as O in IT. Okay. So you should read it as 127.0.0.1. So what is this one? This is default IP address of our computer. Any computer. Our computer means not only our computer. For you, we know that is the IP address, default IP address. Localhost is the default name of your computer, and IP 127.0.0.1 is the default IP address of any computer. Shall I write it down like this? Any computer. But our computer, and you may think that it is only your computer, not mine, isn't it? So I'll write it as any computer, default name of any computer. 127.0.0.1 is the default IP address of any computer. Now here, now let us going to our example. Localhost is the IP default name of my machine, and this is port number. 1080 is the port number. Now, what is meant by port number? We'll discuss that in a moment. Okay, and this is the application name. WebTools is the application name, and this is the web page name. Index.html is this page name. Which page? This page, whatever you are seeing here, right? This is the this is index.html. Clear, guys? This is index.html. So if you right click and view page source, right? So this is the source code, HTML code of index.html. This is the HTML code of index.html. You see here, this is the HTML code, HTML head, title. You need not learn HTML now. Okay, you need not learn HTML, but understand that that this is HTML code of this page, right? And now what is this request? What does that? And it is a GET request basically. This is a GET request. When you send this index.html, it is a GET request. You are sending a GET request to the server. Now, why is it called as a GET request? Let me open developer tools in the browser. Sorry. I opened one tool called developer tools in the browser. What is this developer tools? And you need not install this tool. It will come by default in any browser. Okay. Suppose you open a new browser. Okay. Function F12 is the shortcut. Those who are in front of your system, can you open developer tools? Try to open developer tools using function F11 on your keyboard. Right? Please open developer tools, guys. So F12 is the keyword, shortcut. Keyboard shortcut. F12 is the keyboard shortcut. Function F12. Use F2 function F12, right? Or else there is one more shortcut, Control U. In Amazon also you can open it. You can open, see, you can open this developer tools in any tab. In any tab, first of all. Clear, guys? So what is this? What is the purpose of this developer tool is? You'll understand that in a moment. Okay. See, observe here, I'm sending a request again to the, 1 second, yes. I'm sending a request to the browser again. Okay, I'm doing control refresh. Okay, now observe here. What is this developer tools doing, guys? Observe here. It is capturing, see, it is capturing what requests are going from browser to server. ఏమేం రిక్వెస్ట్ బ్రౌజర్ నుంచి సర్వర్ కి వెళ్తున్నాయో క్యాప్చర్ చేసి మనకి చూపిస్తుంది డెవలపర్ టూల్స్, isn't it? And there are, now if you observe here, see, this is the main URL that I typed, index.htm. See, this is the URL that I typed, right? This is the URL that I typed in the browser. Yes, sir. And see, observe here, this request method is get method. Request method is get method. That is how I know that it is a get method. I checked in developer tools. You can check in developer tools. Okay. Now, what is this? Why is this called as get method? Is we are asking server to get this page for us, as simple as that. We are asking server, see, this is your server name, or this is our application name. WebTools is the application name or server name, and we are asking server to get this page called index.htm. And where is that index.htm? Let me show that. Okay. So if you right click on the shortcut, right, I'll install this application for everyone. Okay, I'll install this demo application on your machine so that you don't need an internet also to practice scripting with this application, because it is on your laptop. If the application is running on your laptop, you don't need an internet also to access the application and practice scripting. You are going to practice scripting on this WebTools application first. We are going to start on WebTools first. Later on, I will cover 5 different applications. Okay. WebTools kakunda, I will cover 4 more applications. Apart from WebTools, I will cover 4 more applications. Clear, guys? Now, see, this is your WebTools server. Now, in this, see, this is in my, I installed it over here, software WebTools 1.0 WebTools. And now here, there is a folder called history docs. Here, there is a folder called directory called WebTools. Inside that WebTools, there is a page called index.htm. There is a page called web page called, see, you see here HTML document. There is a HTML document called index.htm. Now we are asking server to get this page for us. That's it. That's why it is called as a GET request. As simple as that. Clear, guys? Now you should understand this definition clearly. What is a GET request? So GET request, GET method or GET request is used to request data from a specified resource. Right? It is asked to get some page from the server. Clear? And it is one of the most common HTTP methods. Right? Suppose you take Amazon.in. Again, this will be a GET request. Let me show that. I'll open developer tools first. How to open developer tools? F12. Okay. Now I'm sending the request again, Amazon.in, or else I'll do one thing. I'll open a private browser. I'll open a new browser. I'll open a new browser. Here we have a new browser and I'm typing Amazon.in. Okay. This will also be a GET request. This will also be a GET request. Go to the first request and see there. Go to the, this is your first request, right? You see here, the request method is a GET method, isn't it? Or if you go to IRCDC or gmail.com, right? Let me go to gmail.com. You see here, this is a GET method, isn't it? Or if you take IRCDC, first open developer tools first, right? And enter the URL. Now this IRCDC is also GET request, isn't it? The request method is a GET method. Yes or no, guys? So, we are asking server to get this page for us, as simple as that. Here in Gmail, we are asking server to get this page for us. Clear? Now, that is why, that is what I mentioned here. It is one of the most common HTTP methods. Any website, if you access any website, we start with a GET request first. Clear? Next. Now, we'll discuss this, key value pairs later on. Or else, let us discuss. Note that the query string is sent in the URL of a GET request. Yeah. Let me explain this. Note that the query string is sent in the URL of a GET request. Now, what is meant by query string? What is this query string? Suppose if you observe here, So if you type for some product, okay. Suppose you are searching for, hey, hold on, not here, not this example. I'll take IRCDC example. Do we have any? Okay, we don't have any question mark here. Yeah. Suppose see here in Gmail example, you see here there is a question mark in the URL, isn't it? What is query string? The string after the question mark is called as query string. This complete string after the question mark is called as query string. Here, the string after question mark is called as a query string. Let me write it down in the class notes document. After question mark in the URL is called as query string. As simple as that. Okay. Now let us understand. What does that query string contain? You see here. If you, I'll do one thing. I'll search for some product. Okay. So these are, everyone is using Amazon, I believe, right? Everyone used Amazon, isn't it? So suppose you are searching for iPhone, you search for some product, any product. Now observe here, you have a question mark here, and after that you have K is equal to iPhone, CRID is equal to, and prefix is equal to, S prefix is equal to. Observe here, after question mark, you see some string like this, and then followed by a ampersand symbol and symbol, right? So this is called as key. This is called as key or name, and this is called as value. Okay. So what does a query string consist of? It consists of key value pairs separated by an ampersand. It consists of key value pairs separated by an ampersand. See, for example, if you go to Redbus application, if you go to Redbus application and search for, or Redbus.in, or else you go to ABSRTC or TSRTC.co.in, right? And you search for buses between two cities. Suppose you search for buses between two cities. Or here we can do that. Okay, let's do that here. Okay, Hyderabad to, you want to travel from Hyderabad to Bangalore, let's say. Okay, and you select the date and click on search buses. Now you see here, you have that query string there. You see that? See, query string ఏముంది? From city name is equal to Hyderabad. From city ID is equal to 124. Hyderabad, they gave some city number called 124, right? And then two city name is equal to Bangalore, two city ID is equal to. So your query string is consisting of, and see, this is called as key or name, and this is called as value. From city name, to city name. These are called as, key value pairs. This is first name value pair. Name value pair and a key value pair and a same. Okay. Key value pair is same as name value pair. Understood this? So a query string consists of query string consists of one or more than one. I'm sorry. Consists of one or more than one name value pairs. Clear, guys? A query string consists of one or more than one name value pairs, and they are separated by, each name value pair is separated by an ampersand symbol, and symbol, and is read as ampersand. AMPRSAND. Clear? So you come across this query string, like see, you use Amazon, you use Redbus, all these applications are used by most of you, isn't it? So, but you don't know, like, of course, till now you don't know. Now you know what is this query string, isn't it? The query string lo emaltundi, that data is going from city and to city, from city number and to city number. All these details are going in the in that query string. Clear, guys?
Basically, we are filtering the resources.
Right. And then, so this is what, so a query string consists of name value pairs. It is sent in the URL of a GET request. If it is a GET request, these values go in the URL of the GET request. Clear, guys? And what are the characteristics of a GET method? What are the characteristics? CHARS. Characteristics of GET method. Very important interview question, guys. Okay. Which one? What are the different request methods? I'll write down what are the important HTTP request methods. This is one important interview question. And you will tell get, post, put, delete, patch. The next immediate question will be, what is the difference between get and post? What is the difference between get method and post method? This is another important interview question. So that is why we are understanding first get method. So what are the characteristics of a get method? Is a get request can be cached. Get request can be cached. Means what is meant by get request can be cached? What is the meaning of that? Means you need to know a concept called browser caching here. If you want to understand this, first you need to know what is this caching, browser caching. Okay. A concept called browser caching. See, this is read as cache. If you have, if you come across any new word, if you don't know the pronunciation, if you are not sure about the pronunciation, just Google search that word followed by pronunciation. Okay. And click on this speaker symbol. That is read as cache. Right? You see the spelling over here and pronunciation. So now what is this cache, browser cache? Let us understand what is this browser cache first of all. So whenever you are, I think we already discussed this in previous sessions, right? So whenever you start accessing any website, go to Amazon website first time, or Gmail, or or IRCTC, or Flipkart. First time you visit the URL, first time you visit the page, right? You go to the home page, right? You go to, this is the home page. Now your home page is consisting of some logos, your Amazon logo, cart symbol, and some images over here, some product images, isn't it? So all these images will be stored in the browser cache. All these images will be stored in the browser cache. What is browser cache? It is a temporary memory location, right? Now, what is the purpose of storing that? Why these images are stored? Suppose you open Amazon and you searched for some product. You searched for some product. Okay. And now you got some images, product images, isn't it? Now you did not order the product. You closed the browser. And tomorrow again you open, another browser. Let's say you open another browser now. Okay. And go to the same website, Amazon.in. Now what happens is your browser will first check whether those images are there. These, it has a lot of images, right? This Amazon homepage is having a lot of images, isn't it? There will be HTML code, there will be CSS code, JavaScript code. Now your browser, what does it do is it will check whether user accessed this page recently. And if the user accessed this page recently, it will check whether these images and all HTML page are there in the cache or not. If they are in the cache, right, it will load from the cache. It will not send the request to Amazon server again every time. Every time you access the website, your request will not go to the server every time, right? It will load from the cache, local browser cache. Understood this? What is the purpose of that? Or what is the advantage of that? If some images and HTML files are stored in the browser cache, they will be loaded faster. Obviously, they will be loaded faster, right? Clear, guys? I'll take a pause here. Any queries?
No.
So I'll give some example for this. Okay. Suppose you want to buy some groceries, right? You want to buy some groceries, or you want to, buy some, or you want to, let us take this example. Most of you are staying in the PG, right? Suppose you want to, I asked you to soak almonds and eat overnight. How many of you started that? You already started. Very good. Excellent.
Basically,
So,
Pawan, The purpose of cache is to suppose we are searching any products and we are left and again we are searching. The loading time is less. Suppose we
Right.
are taking
Second
5 seconds.
time you load the same product, second time you load the same page, it will be loading time will be faster because
Yes.
it is stored in the cache. Right. Next time when you access the same page, it will load the all the page resources from the cache. It will load all the web page resources from the cache. Now, what is meant by web page resources? What is meant by web page resources? Anyone? Web page resources. Web page resources means any web page consists of HTML code, CSS, JavaScript, images, etc. Again, in images, you have different image formats, isn't it? There are different image formats. What are the different image formats? JPG, huh? GIF, PNG,
PDF.
SVG, etc. Right. So, so these are all web page resources. A web page, any web page is made up of some HTML code, CSS files, JavaScript, images, etc. And these are called as web page resources. Right? These are called as web page resources. See, this is the source code of Amazon page. And if you observe this, it has some HTML content you see here. Doc type HTML means doc type means document type. Okay. So this Amazon page is having some HTML code, some CSS files will be there. Search for .css. .css. Okay. Oh. .js. You see, okay. Some issue with the browser. Just 1 second. CSS file should be there. .css. Or else I'll take some other example. We have a IRCTC page also open, right? I'm closing developer tools. Oh, somehow, my C drive got full. That is why it is very slow, guys. You understood? Why it became very slow is my C drive got full somehow. Okay. Hey, I'll stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow, guys. Okay. We'll stop it here and continue tomorrow. But this is your class notes document, guys. Those who paid fees and confirmed their joining. So you're supposed to receive this class notes document and Google Classroom. You're supposed to get added to Google Classroom and WhatsApp group. Okay. So please, please, if I missed anyone, so please let me know. All right. I'll stop it here for today and we'll continue tomorrow, guys. And save, like subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on all notifications, guys. And one more thing, I am uploading all the openings on my Instagram page, on our institute Instagram page. Okay. So please follow our Insta page. Follow our Insta page so that you will get updates regularly. I'm uploading openings regularly, guys. I'm sorry. Right? You can see that daily I'll be uploading almost 4 to 5 openings, so that you'll know how the market is, what tools they are asking, right? What is the skill set that companies are expecting, how much experience they are expecting. So you'll understand that, right? So performance testing, LoadRunner and JMeter are the major tools. In performance testing, LoadRunner and JMeter are the major tools. So you'll know what tools are in demand nowadays, isn't it? So please follow our Insta page. Okay. If you are already using Instagram, if you are not using Instagram, don't start using Instagram for this, please. So again, this is the addiction basically, right? So once you get, so you'll get a lot of reels and all. So you'll be following those reels and you will be watching those reels and all. So only if you are using Instagram, please follow us. Okay. Otherwise, don't, నాకు follower తగ్గినా పర్లేదు, కొంతమంది followers తగ్గినా పర్లేదు. I don't mind. Okay. But those who are already active on Instagram, please follow our Insta page. I'll stop it here for today. And from tomorrow onwards, this will be the schedule, right? So the first 5 to 10 minutes will be spent on assessment on previous day concepts, assessment as well as openings walkthrough. I'll give you a walkthrough of the openings, PT openings. Okay. And then next 40 minutes I will be my theory part or my lecture part. Got it? The next 40 minutes will be my lecture part, right? And then last 10 minutes will be any doubts. Okay, doubts discussion. So for the first 15 days, I'll take only 1 hour session. First 15 days, it will be only 1 hour session. Okay. And after 15 days, I will take 1.5 hour session. After 15 days, I'll take 1.5 hour session. Because we start scripting and you'll get a lot of doubts. So we need at least 10 minutes in the beginning and 10 minutes at the ending for doubts. Only doubt clarification. Clear, guys? I'll stop it here for today. I'll continue tomorrow. Resume. Whenever I am getting bulk openings, then only I am posting it on Instagram. Okay. But if you get 1 opening, 2 openings, or 3 openings, that is for our students only, exclusively for our students. I'll be sharing them in your WhatsApp group, in the batch WhatsApp group only. And referral openings particularly. Referral openings means, I have some colleagues and, I'm having 18 years IT experience. I have a lot of colleagues who, like ex-colleagues and friends who are working in performance testing, right? So if I get some referral openings, those openings will be shared in WhatsApp group only. Okay. So please save my WhatsApp number. Save my WhatsApp number and make sure that you are added to the WhatsApp group, your batch WhatsApp group at least. Right? So I'll be sharing referral openings and all in the batch WhatsApp group only. Clear, guys? Those who are not attending live training will be excluded from the WhatsApp group. Once we start JMeter, I'll exclude all of them. Those who are not attending the training. Because I want to share the openings in the WhatsApp group for our students only. Oh, I'll stop it here for today. Any queries, guys, before we close today's session? Okay, if no queries, I'll pass it here.